what are usually like some prime like recommendations you would give to people that are like, jiu-jitsu guys that are like, hey, I want to, like, how do I make money doing this sport? Like, Gordon Ryan thinks a perfect example of somebody who uses social media well, who like he kind of runs, like, he has his own brand, his own business.
Yeah.
Like, what are some advice you would give to like young up and coming people that are, they're trying to make it in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. My biggest thing, like, honestly, is like, first, learn the algorithm. Understand it to a T. Like, not just like on Instagram. There's a lot of platforms right now. It depends on like what you want to grow. But the biggest thing right now, in my opinion, is YouTube and TikTok. Those things right now are insane. And people TikTok, people underestimate the power of TikTok. And
TikTok's crazy.
It's insane. Like, I haven't even been on there for a year, and right now my TikTok account is at 340,000 followers. And
Jesus,
that is like, honestly, like, I didn't think, like, I underestimated the power of social media too. And what I teach a lot of people about it now. I have some clients too, some guys in the jiu-jitsu community that you guys know too, and they are making good money on YouTube. Their subscriber count's over 10K. I started with Cobrinha. We were at 15,000 when we started. Now he's about 50,000 subscribers. And it's one of those things where it's not just posting. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people think. It's like, post it and just leave it and let things happen. But there's a really big SEO thing on the back end of it. And it's if you understand the algorithm, which is like, for example, with Instagram and TikTok are very much like this. It's all about the watch time and how you can keep people on the page. So these types of apps, they always want they want to keep people on their app as long as possible. That's the goal of the app, So with certain videos and certain algorithms, like, you'll see a lot of big Instagram accounts right now. They're using the photos that they're posting. They're posting, carousel photos where you can slide them over. And the reason for that is because it actually gives you more engagement, because it gives you a second chance at being viewed. So they'll always show the first picture. And then if you notice, you might log back on Instagram a few hours later, and you'll see the second photo of that carousel.
I have seen that. So that's how they do that?
Right. Yeah. See? Yeah. So that is so that it boosts the engagement, and the carousel, even if you don't double tap it, which is a funny thing. Everybody says like, oh, I got haters on my social media. It's jokes. But even if they do like a swipe over, that's considered an engagement to Instagram. So that's why you'll see a lot of people now are posting those, and they do a lot of that. And then there's the other side is like the YouTube, right? YouTube is designed so that if you post a video, it'll last an extremely long time to get new views. And if you're not getting new views every day, it's just because your video is not optimized. And it's like the way that you're supposed to title it, the way that you're supposed to put in the description, and then things you're supposed to put in the tags, you're supposed to make all of those connect. And what I show people how to do really is how to find not just things that are viral, but how to find topics that are competitive, but not too competitive. So it's not a needle in a haystack. I like to call them like breakout videos. So you can do a video that's got, like, for example, it could be the sentence for the title of the video could be typed in 1,000 times a month. That's a video that you would want to use. Most people, they try to go and like type in a keyword of a sentence of something that's like typed in 1,000,000 times a month. But if it's that competitive, you're probably not going to rank for it. So learning how to rank on YouTube, learning how to break into the algorithm of Instagram and doing all that stuff, I'm super, super big on. And I literally I've been getting a lot of, I'm thankful for this, but I've been getting a lot of commercials through Instagram, through TikTok, people messaging me to do videos for them now. And I'm actually in one of my YouTube rooms. Like, I got all the cameras here. I have tripods over here. Like I got a lot of equipment in here, and I have when they reach out to me, they always ask me like now, like what kind of skit can you do? What kind of video can you do? What's gonna help this go viral? And then I always write the skit for them. Then I take the product, I put it in there, and you can do stuff with affiliate links and all that stuff. I highly recommend that for jiu-jitsu guys to find themselves a good company that you can get an affiliate link with and start growing on that as well. But it's crazy, right? Like when I started acting, people called me crazy. People said like, oh, this guy's nuts. Like, why do you want to do acting? And I started doing the social media. Oh, this guy's nuts. Like, why does he want to do that? He's buying followers. He's like, all this crazy stuff you hear, but it's like when you understand the algorithm of it and you study it, it's like what we were just talking about having a coach. I spent about $1,000 on an Instagram course. I spent $1,000 on a YouTube course, and I don't regret any of it. It's crazy. Like you see these courses and people think like, man, it's a money grab. Challenge yourself to do one time, and you won't think it's a money grab. It's about the one that you buy, but it's crazy. There's a good amount of business and way that you can grow on social media if you understand it. So
wow. I think we're gonna have to have an offline conversation. How to optimize this place.
Well, I see like my son is like watching like random kids like playing games. So like I don't know if you guys heard of like Ryan's World, but like
oh yeah.
That's a big
Connor watches
that kid makes like $20-25 million a year, and he's just doing like YouTube, social media. He has his own line of toys in Walmart.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't mind me throwing his name out there, but I started working with Ricardo Amendolia about 5 months ago, and now like the thing is like I'm not taking any of the credit by no means. Like I'm showing him what to do and he's doing it, but it's like it's the same thing in my eyes of like he's putting in that work, he's doing it, he's doing all that stuff. And now, like, every time I see him on Flow Grappling and, like, the business he's doing now in jiu-jitsu and the growth he's had, I smile, and it makes me really happy to see because I showed him how to use YouTube. And I have a call with him tomorrow, actually. And we touch base probably about once a week, and we go over stuff. And it's super cool to see people being able to create a business off of social media, something that a lot of people think you can't do, or like they almost challenge it a little, But I think it's like, it can be frustrating because if you don't learn these things, you end up throwing out so much content all the time. And it could be the best piece of content. It could be amazing, like good quality, good video, looks great. But it sits on the shelf and doesn't get views because it's not optimized right, So, so then it can be really frustrating because you're like, I don't know, like, why isn't this growing? But if you start to understand that, like, for example, the first thing when we talk to Ricardo tomorrow, I'm gonna say to him, like, do a video right away on that Kanan Hidalgo, like, like talk about that right away because that's probably the thing that's trending right now. And if we put a proper title on it, good description, proper tags on it, it's going to go viral.
Thanks everybody for watching. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep training, and we'll see you on the mats.